What is up, guys? Rick Hackus here, reviewing the BTRD-345 machine gun in Destiny. Now, this is a Crucible reward, so at the end of a match, you can be randomly awarded this legendary heavy machine gun. And I wanted to bring you this review because I feel that this is an insanely powerful gun, and it's something you guys should definitely keep your eye out for. Now let's start the review by going over the stats of this machine gun. Rate of fire is lower among machine guns, and this rate of fire is not the lowest, but again it is on the lower end. To compensate for this, impact is very, very high. To compare, the Thunderlord actually has the exact same damage profile as this gun, so rate of fire and impact are the same as the Thunderlord, which is an excellent gun. Range is pretty decent for a machine gun, but it's really all about the stability. I'm really going to go over the different perks that affect the stability in the perks section, but starting stability with this gun is very, very high. Reload definitely isn't great, but a magazine size of 46, now obviously machine guns can come with much higher than 46, but 46 is pretty good, especially for these higher impact machine guns. A lot of the higher impact machine guns only have around a 30 round magazine these days, so 46 is very, very powerful. Now let's move on to the perks of this gun. Now the ballistics affect it quite differently. You'll see if I put on CQB ballistics, the starting stability is almost completely maxed out. That is insane, and that means that if you get CQB ballistics, you really don't need any other perks to increase stability. It really frees up your options when it comes to perks. If you want to run something like armor-piercing rounds, you are more than able to because your stability is already covered because the starting stability is so good. However, I do like to run something like field choke or linear compensator. It does lower the starting stability, but I do have injection mold here to increase it back up at the expense to some range. Now moving on, counterbalance does help again with the recoil, and that's really going to reduce some of the horizontal recoil especially. And grenadier, there's certainly better perks, but getting kills with this weapon increases the cooldown of your grenade. That is pretty useful. Now this gun is reforgeable, so you can get it with whatever perks you feel are superior. But again, the best thing about this gun is that again, you can basically completely max out the stat of stability just from the ballistics. That is insane. Even the worst ballistic, field choke, has a very good starting stability. Now, how does the BTRD perform in PvP? Now, this weapon does 64 damage for a headshot and 51 damage for a body shot. So it's a consistent 4-shot kill no matter what you do with it. Well, I believe the BTRD-345 is a great PvP machine gun. Again, it's one of the higher impact machine guns, tying the Thunderlord, but also tying things like the Infinite Theorem, the Trials of Osiris machine gun. The thing about that, though, is when you pick up ammunition, like heavy ammunition from a heavy ammunition case in PvP, you get a magazine and a half worth, I'm pretty sure. So with a lower magazine count, you are usually going to be able to get less kills. This has a very, very high 46 magazine size for a higher impact machine gun. Not many high impact machine guns have this. And again, going back to the Trials of Osiris one, that only has 31. So you are getting a lot of bullets, a lot of kills potentially when you pick up that heavy ammo because of your 46 round magazine. It's not a Thunderlord 60, but it also doesn't take up a Thunderlord exotic slot. And the starting stability is miraculous, really letting you use whatever perks you want for how you play best in PvP. This is honestly one of the best, if not the best, legendary machine gun for PvP play I have ever found. You're going to see me in the background go on a pretty savage 10 kill streak with this weapon. Now let's move on to this gun's performance in PvE. Well, it's perfectly acceptable in PvE. There's nothing unbelievable about it, like the time to kills and stuff don't necessarily matter as much in PvE, but this is still a very, very powerful machine gun. Again, that magazine size, the larger magazine size of 46, as opposed to a lot of the other high impact ones of 30-ish, that really helps you in PvE as well. In fact, that probably more so helps you in PvE, just because you're shooting bosses and stuff, and you just want to be able to shoot as much as possible before having to hide and do the relatively long reload. Almost every light machine gun has a very, very long reload, so being able to expend as much ammo as possible, have a very large magazine size, and get on a lot of damage before you have to retreat to cover and reload is definitely a benefit of this gun. Now, especially if you roll the perks for PvE play, like get something like Surplus or have the Ruin Wings, you can get a lot of kills before this gun runs out of ammo. So in summary, the BTRD-345 is an excellent machine gun. Definitely keep your eyes open for this gun. The starting stability is out of this world, and that is combined with the relatively large magazine size when compared to a lot of the other high impact machine guns. These two things combine to create an absolute monster in PvP, and definitely don't hurt its performance in PvE as well. That's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. Doing so will let you see Destiny content similar to this. My Twitch channel and Twitter are both linked in the description of this video. So check out my Twitter if you want to get in touch with me, and check out my Twitch if you want to see my ramblings live. Again, I hope you enjoy, and as always, have a good day.